My name is Sunny and
Welcome to the episode 4 of Train with Athletes powered by MUSCLECREST. Today we have IFBB athlete Sunny with us. Sunny, can you please introduce yourself and please let the audience know about your titles?
my name is Sunny and I'm the Victorian IFBB Victorian State Champion in my category. That was under 80 kilo. That was last year season C. Been competing in IFBB for a couple. That was my second show actually. I've done in 2022. That was under 70 kilo Victorian Champion. Nothing huge. The goal is to get up a weight category the coming year, but that's about it.
Yeah. And so what are we going to train today?
We're doing a bit of back and a bit of delts. So yeah, just trying to get a bigger and thicker back.
Okay, that's great. And when are you competing next?
2027 season A.
Okay.
So the preparation starts from today.
That's great.
Trying to get big now.
That's good. Yeah. That's good. Okay, so before we start the workout, we are going to have some pre-workouts. I'm going to have core shred and Sunny is going to have alpha pump. Let's start.
No stims for me.
Yeah. No. We are going to have some pre-workouts. So Sunny, what are you going to have?
Well, they got two good options for pre-workouts. I'm going with the non-stim ones, just trying to stray away from a bit of caffeine, right? But if you want to go with lots of energy, I think this is the one to go for. I'm choosing this one today. This one is without stimulant. Basically, it's a liquid pump formula, non-stimulant formula. So you're gonna hydrate your muscles, more pumps. Two ingredients: glycerol. It just really helps your muscles to get hydrated. It swells up your muscular cells. And vanadium sulfate. That ingredient, from what I remember, it increases the nitric oxide production. So great for blood flow, great for pumps. So I'm going with this one because of no stimulants, but more pumps.
I'm going with core shred. It's pre-workout plus fat burner. It will give me energy, and like as I'm on shredding right now, so it will help me. So I'm going with this one.
So we're starting with lats pull down, wide grip, pronated grip, and lots of time people do this movement to train their upper back. The goal is to train your lats, not the upper back. So I'll be focusing more of driving my elbows toward my hips instead of bringing it back with the scapular retraction. So the goal is to get more of lats today.
That's great. Let's do it. Let's start.
3. So we're warming up, so a couple of warm-up sets before getting into our working set. In the warm-up, we're just trying to warming up the muscle. I'm making sure I'm not wasting any energy and not putting any strength.
Okay.
I don't want to fatigue myself, so warm-ups, I don't really rest. So I go back to back, as many warm-ups I need. And then when I'm ready and I reach my working set, I take 2-3 minutes.
And how many working sets you do?
1 to 2.
1 to 2 working set.
Yeah.
And warm-up, how many?
Warm-up, I don't count.
You don't count,
Yeah.
okay.
So the whole idea of warming up is whenever I feel mentally ready, that I'm prepared, that I'm ready to tackle the weight.
Okay.
That's it.
That's great. And like, in the working set, you push the whole stack?
No, not really. I'm not that strong. One day.
Yeah. Well, you are strong. You are big.
Not really. So
you've written down all your workouts?
Yeah. Everything is here. So this was my last week number, 89 kilos for 9 reps. So the goal is to beat this number today.
So guys, that's a great thing, and that's a great thing he's doing. Like he's like writing down all his weights, like whatever he's pushing, and in the working sets.
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
writing it down. So
if you're not tracking, if you're not tracking, you won't get anywhere.
Yeah,
that's the most important thing, I think.
Right.
So I did 89 kilos for 9 reps last week.
Okay.
That was 1 to 2 reps in reserve. So that wasn't till failure. So I've got to do better than that. So I'm going to check in a little bit of extra weight on that.
Okay.
Maybe 2 kilos, 1 to 2 kilos.
Okay.
I have to put in a plate because the increment is too big. That's 5 kilos.
Yep.
I'm not that strong, so.
this stack is a little different
Yeah,
than that.
yeah.
I don't remember like in other gyms how much it weighs.
I learned two things from my gym experience. If you go to a gym and you can lift the whole stack, or you're the strongest guy in the gym, you're in the wrong place. So there's another gym where I go at, and the machines, the full stack, and you can check in couple of plates. That's not the place you want to be at.
Yeah, I have around 4 gym membership. I have Derrimut. I train at Derrimut, and I have Sunshine, I have Powerhouse, and I have Anytime.
Wow. That's how it should be. I got 3. I got 2, 3 for myself. I travel all the way to Universal Gym.
University gym?
Every week on Saturdays to train back over there.
Wow.
So they got some of the real good equipment.
Yeah, that's great.
I like long drives. So that gets me an hour of a drive. I get my coffee in the way. So I love the drive, and then I train there, I get to train over there, and then I come back.
It's a great vibe, you know, when you go to a different gym. When you like, because if you're going to the same gym every day, like you feel bored.
Exactly. So different gyms, they specialize in the different things. This gym has probably my favorite leg pieces, equipment. For the chest, I might pick up a different gym.
The thing is, the great thing I'm loving about this gym is it looks like old school.
Yeah.
Can you show it? Can you show it a little bit? Looks old school.
They were quite big and fancy. I checked their Instagram
page. I thought like I know, man.
It's fancy.
I'm going to one of the biggest gym of Melbourne.
They caught fire, unfortunately. He was building a sauna. He built a sauna, and sauna caught some sort of fire.
That's why a lot of
He used to use this warehouse to stock up the extra machinery. Nobody came over here, so temporarily he moved everything over here. The loyal members, we still come and train here, but most of the people they
moved to the other ones. I think there has been a study on this one. Like in all the back exercises for the upper back, this one was the most effective.
What is effective? Do exercise in exercise selection. There are a couple of things that are the most important that you should be looking onto. Number one, the most important, stability. So when you have an equipment like this, and you can just focus, give you 100% on the contraction, this lengthening of your muscle, you don't have to worry about maintaining or keeping the weight stable. You can put in the 100% of focus into the execution of the movement. But if I'm doing this exercise on a free weight, on the barbell, let's say I'm rowing 100 kilos, you have to keep your body stable at the same time.
Exactly.
So would you focus on contracting the weight or keeping your body stable? So stability is number one. And then, the force, the execution, everything comes after. So I don't understand. You see all these fancy gyms, I still can't wrap my head around this fact that you would go to a gym and a beginner would still be doing barbell squats instead of using that hack squat machine. If your goal is to build legs, especially your quads, use that equipment.
But nobody knows about it. The thing is, those beginners, like what I am feeling is, because I talk to a lot of people, they don't know how much effective hack squats are. They still think people still think using the barbell squats, they are building the legs.
Look, you can build legs, but if you're in 2025 and you have that equipment in your gym and you're still doing barbell squat and you're a beginner, you're doing it wrong. If you're an experienced athlete, I know when I'm doing a barbell squat, I know how I can engage my quads or this, so I can get most out of it. But a beginner cannot.
But on the other hand, there is one other thing as well. I have seen a lot of bodybuilders. They don't do barbell squats. They don't do the free weight machines because they are mostly to do machines because I think because of the injuries.
Bodybuilding.
Because they don't want to get.
So for example, when you're trying to build your quads, right? Our goal is to isolate the muscle you're trying to build. So when you go down, if I ask you, do a squat using just your quads, is it possible? No. You'll use your glutes. You'll use everything. Your body works like a whole together. But when we bodybuild, our goal is to isolate that muscle group, which is hard. These machines help you to do it better.
Exactly. Focus on the exact part which you want to build.
Exactly.
My coach, what he does is, I used to do bubble squats as well earlier. So now he put me onto squats on Smith.
So which one?
Smith machine.
Smith machine.
So I am doing squats on Smith now.
With knee flexion or no knee flexion?
Yeah, with the.
He want you to go like this or not?
So there are two ways. Like he asked me to do one like this, and the other way is elevated heels.
Something underneath your heels?
Yeah, exactly, elevated heels. Yeah.
If you're having something under your heels, the reason is so you can do this.
Exactly.
So your knees can cross your toes.
Yeah.
What is it called? This is called knee flexion, where your hamstrings are sitting, are pressing your calves.
Yeah.
What do we get out of this? Stretching your quads.
Exactly. What I have noticed is, because I'm working out with my coach from the last I'll say 4 to 5 months. My side is coming out.
If you want to grow this, I'll give you an easy tip. Do any exercise where you are able to do this. It's called knee flexion, where your hamstrings and calves press against each other. So even if you're doing leg press, if you do it in a way where you can do this, you will grow this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's called knee flexion.
Because I'm going for the men's physique, and I think
you don't want to have too big legs.
And I think
all men's physique, it's with the Bermuda shorts, right?
Yeah, exactly. So what they want, I think now the shorts are getting tighter and tighter. I think he wants me to show this
a little
part.
bit.
Yeah, this part.
The teardrop.
Yeah.
It's called the teardrop. Yeah. So knee flexion.
Yeah.
So one warm up and next one working. That's warm up.
I was right. His warm up is my working set.
Yeah, impressive. Do you use these when trying?
I use this. Yeah.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
If you're not using this, you can't build a back. I'm just gonna see me last week in Nilayagi. So did 80 kilos for 11 reps.
So what did you do last week?
80 kgs.
80 kgs for 11 reps.
So I do 82.
82.